MSP Summit, September 2025 by Channel Partners in Orlando. Great event, big event, really enjoyed it. Had 13 great conversations with vendors and MSPs. Really well attended, well organized. I love working with Bob and the team there. The first interview was with Greg Talone from Cloud IBR. Really enjoyed it. Really interesting man. I look forward to talking with Greg some more and maybe even playing some golf. Logan, of course, from Vendasta. Fascinating platform that helps MSPs. They're in another area. They're moving towards, they want to move towards MSPs to see how they can help them grow. Russ Reeder. Oh my goodness. Great MSP, XTM. Really enjoyed talking to Russ. I'm always fascinated with the growth of those large kind of master MSPs. Not kind of, they are master MSPs. William Rubio, of course, from Call Tower. Love working with Call Tower. He's the CRO there. They're offering a lot of areas that really MSPs need to look to expand in. Great conversation with William. Scott, of course, Scott Furman from a very great conversation. He's head of operations there, and really interesting take on what he does and how he helps MSPs, how his firm helps MSPs. Jeff Hill from Stellar Cyber. Really like talking to Jeff. He's Bulldog. He's really interesting insights. Conversation went by really quickly. Great conversation with Jeff. Ryan Stoner, who I have known for a long time. He's now with Judy Security, doing really great things, helping MSPs. Zan Stevenson. Very interesting. We opened the conversation up with just finance and where he thought he was lacking, and really dove into it and can help people in it. Has great insight right all over, to what he does now in networking and helping MSPs. Niels, yes, Niels was great too. He loves fixing things. He buys broken things and fixes them. Just has an engineering mind, and how Keep It can help MSPs grow and help protect their clients. Great conversation with Neil. Paul, of course, Mander from Optory. Great conversation with Paul. The whole area, social engineering. I knew very little about this. I know a little bit more, but he's here to help MSPs. Jackie Robinson, of course, from, oh my goodness, Anunta, right? From Connecticut, the state that I'm from. Great insight on how to help MSPs with their great desktop as a service. Michelle Raguso McBain, my longtime friend, been asking her to be on the podcast for years. She's now with a company called Red Access, doing great things there. Always love talking to Michelle. Great insight, great spirit, great energy. I just can't say enough great things about Michelle. And then lastly, of course, Cale Eisenberg, great company from Vercom. We're doing a lot of work with Vercom. Cale's got great insight. I've known Cale for 5 or 6 years now. We kind of touched base a while ago, but came back now. We have a lot of friends in common. We start off with a very interesting subject of barbershop quartets. He's a 2025 champion, and bring it right into helping MSPs with security and email security and other great services Vercom has. Great time there at the MSP Summit. Thanks so much. Hi, I'm Joey Pinz, and here's my 45-second introduction. After starting my business in the 90s, I started developing poor habits of eating in my diet because of working way too much. I found myself at 340 pounds. The doctor told me if I don't lose the weight, I'm not going to see my daughter graduate. I took the next 7 months, lost 130 pounds. People ask me, how'd you do it? What's the secret? I need to lose weight. How'd you do it? How did I lose the weight? Just one word: discipline. I've had other successes in life, and I attribute them all to discipline. Now, I'm not the king of discipline, but I believe that it can help all of us. Friends convinced me to start a podcast. The podcast mission: how do we better ourselves and society? I talk to interesting people in health, fitness, sport, wellness, business, technology, science, art, and culture. And I eventually asked them how discipline plays a role in their life. Podcast vision: growth through learning from others.
Well, you like the outdoors. You're an outdoors guy.
You bet.
Is this odd being in the air conditioning inside like this?
I don't sit down. I just stand up in the back.
Is that right? Because you told me it's like camping, sailing, mountain biking, golf.
Yeah, right.
Nothing indoor at all.
Yeah, I like to work out indoors.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's true. What part of the country you live in?
In Virginia, Northern Virginia.
It's a nice area. Yeah. Great mountain biking there, isn't there?
It's great up in the Shenandoah Mountains.
But you can't do it in the winter.
Yeah, you can. Sure, it's pretty mild. It's not like the Sierra Nevada.
And mountain biking, I mean, I'm sure you never got hurt, right?
Once in a while, when I was younger, mostly. But I'm a little bit more easygoing these days.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Your favorite club in the bag for golf is what? What's your favorite club?
I would say 7-iron.
Boy, so many people say 7-iron. What do you hit, about 165? What do you hit?
Yeah, a little longer, but about there.
And why? Why the 7?
You know, I think that it's got enough, it's short enough and enough loft where it's easier, right? But you can get some good distance.
Yes,
right? So you're pulling your 5 or your 3 iron out, and you're really trying to get some distance.
That's right.
You know, like 165, 175 yards is definitely controllable.
I got rid of my 3 and 4 a while ago. So I'm using hybrids, But that 7-iron, you could really shape that thing. Even if you have to put it back in your stance a little bit, you got to keep it low. It's very flexible. Yeah. Great courses in Virginia.
Yeah, amazing courses.
Yes,
Good grass.
Great grass, and of course, next week is the big Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
it's all going to be here. Yeah, you watch a lot?
I don't have time really to watch golf or. I just work.
I always try to talk people out of golf. They say they want to play, and I say, look, it's time consuming. It's expensive.
I know.
It'll keep you up at night. I can't in good conscience recommend it. It's got me by the neck. I can't help it. But it is fun and
frustrating.
It is frustrating. Yeah, very frustrating. I like to get out. I like to walk.
As long as I play with people I like.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I don't go out by myself to play golf. I go to the driving range by myself.
Very nice.
I'm a people person.
Yeah, that's right. You want to be around a bit. Yeah. So it's our big week here at MSP Summit. We're here in Orlando. What are some of your goals this week?
So just go out there and meet other technology partners in this space. I've already seen many people I've known for years. It's great to see what people are doing in cybersecurity as well as compliance work. Obviously meeting with all of our larger partners like Kaseya as well, ConnectWise, Enable.
Yeah, they're all here.
Yeah, so it's really good to get reconnected. And tomorrow night we receive our award and got in 9th place out of 500 MSPs. So it's exciting for XTM to realize the growth of, we've come together through merger, organic growth and inorganic. XTM used to be ATSG as well as Evolve IP. And so I came in about a year and a half ago to help raise the money and acquire Evolve. So we closed that deal on October 30th, and we've been integrating the companies. And I think more importantly, as a MSP that's about $250 million in gross revenue, we have the opportunity and scale to go out there and deliver to our customers with a wider array of solutions.
Incredible. How long I remember Evolve IP, but I didn't realize it's now XTM. That's quite so we went from Evolve to ATSG, you said?
Correct.
I don't remember them, but I still know XTM.
Yeah, so ATSG has been around for 30 years, started as traditional VAR, started being a technology advisor, selling the solutions, implementing the solutions, and then running them.
Wow.
So the true old school evolution of an MSP.
And before joining XTM, had you had experience with MSPs?
I have for a very long time. Yeah.
How so?
I used to run Netrix Global. Before that, I was at a data protection company, Infoscale, that I helped run. Before that, I was a CEO of OVH Cloud, which was more of a cloud provider, but we had IT services for cloud.
I see.
For security as well. And before that, I was at GoDaddy, and before that, I was at Media Temple. We sold Media Temple into GoDaddy, and was part of the team to help get GoDaddy ready to go public. So, and before that, a long time ago, I was at Oracle, and I used to build financial systems in the early 90s. So I was a programmer coming out of school.
Wow. GoDaddy's an interesting company. What was that like?
Crazy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we came over when Bob Parsons, the founder, had
Yes.
just left. And he's as...
He's up there.
Yeah, he's as maniacally focused on success as you can get.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's an interesting character.
And now he's in
really
golf,
guy.
right? He's got the PXG. Yeah. Do you use clips? Do you use,
I do have.
Do
his
you
clubs.
really?
Yeah, I tried them out when I played with Bob back in 2013 at his course.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, he's a nut about them, huh?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Very focused and smart and.
Yeah, those PXG guys are very devoted.
They are.
Who play those clubs. Yeah, very, very devoted. Yeah. It's decent amount of tour players are playing with them, right? Didn't I hear that I forget who now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Wow. And so through all of that, now you're working with this huge MSP. So do you know Logically? The MSP Logically?
Sure, yeah.
They bought my MSP back in 2019. I was their first acquisition. So are you guys still in acquisition mode?
We are.
And so what kind of MSPs do you look for?
Well, so right now we're really focused on building a platform internally. So integrating the 19 acquisitions that we've been able to acquire over the past 25 years. And so we're implementing Workday. We have Salesforce, we have ServiceNow, implementing those core systems to make sure that we can continue to scale. A lot of MSPs our size, left to be unnamed, they're still on old ERP systems, and it's just going to break. And so in order for the team to be successful, they need the right systems. And then up with our scale, we're really looking for MSPs that are of scale. So they have anywhere 10 million EBITDA. So the larger side MSPs were
10 million bottom line.
Bottom line.
Not many of those.
Yeah, but they're out there.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah, but we have the scale now to continue to buy larger ones.
I see.
And there may be some tuck-in acquisitions here and there.
Yeah. 10 million bottom line is then you're I mean, it's obviously a very different, mature model there, yeah. And is there particular geographic areas you're looking for?
We're global, so we're really focused on broad base. As you may know, we are a Gartner Magic Quadrant leader in the managed network services. We are a visionary in the desktop as a service. We have your traditional managed service of help desk, break fix. Also have CCAS and UCAS offerings in the communication side.
Wow.
So we really do it all. We're focused on, we're large enough where we can have many focused verticals: healthcare, retail, manufacturing, higher education. So we have we go deep, but we also go broad.
Wow. And do you have services that other MSPs can buy off you?
Correct, yeah. So we work with a lot of different MSPs in the US and also in Europe.
Doing?
So desktop as a service, managed network services. Verizon resells our managed network services as well. We have our help desk, first tier customer support, where a lot of MSPs are out there. Our unified communication systems, as well as our call center solutions.
So do you have a booth here?
We do not.
Yeah, because you're not actively looking for MSPs, but you will find them?
Yeah, they find us.
Oh, they find you.
Yeah.
And then what's a fit for an MSP that wants, so you're like kind of a master MSP to some of these MSPs? Yeah,
we are. And so we're happy to support other MSPs. We don't have to be on the front lines.
Right.
And we do have, we focus primarily on that mid-market. So for smaller MSPs, when they have clients that maybe are too big for them, that's really where we can help the smaller MSPs.
I see.
But we do have many, I'd say SMBs that are using our call center solution. We have our help desk solution for smaller customers as well. But where we really excel is that mid-market.
So your goal here this week was not only, you're going to get an award tomorrow, but it's to talk to other MSPs for either acquiring some to acquire or maybe resell or consume some of your services.
Understand who we are, and they can continue. They can use our services, so they can grow their top line revenue. And we are maniacally focused on customer success, and so partnering with MSPs that have the relationship, where we can help augment that with technology solutions, is really the winning winning partnership there.
So, I mean, as CEO of this organization, what keeps you up at night?
Well, I think what keeps me up is the excitement of where we are right now with AI and technology and just the opportunity ahead. When I was a programmer back in the early 90s, I remember the first web browser in 93.
Oh.
Yeah, and super excited then. I'm even more so now. The amount of change we're going to see in the next 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, that's all here. And we're a part of it, not only as an MSP, but we have thousands of customers that we help. And to help them break through all of these concerns and technical issues is just an amazing opportunity.
I talk to MSPs every day. So I have an MSP. I started in 93. I sold in 2019. I really didn't want to, by the way, Russ, but the offers got so ridiculous.
You're smart. You don't get greedy.
And so I do a bunch of consulting now. But when I talk to the MSPs, the three things that keep them up at night, now these are smaller MSPs. I would say average 5 to 7 million, right? Top line. First thing is cybersecurity. They're worried about their clients getting attacked. If they get attacked, they're flat rate, so they're going to allocate resources, lose money. They're probably going to get fired. They might even get sued, right? So cybersecurity. Second is human capital. So if their head techs leave, how are they going to replace them? Unemployment in IT is in the States, I don't know, 1%. They're highly sought after. Third is just there's so much acquisition. PE has poured so much money. It's just general growth. How are they going to grow organically? They're usually tech-led. They're not good at some of these softer skills. Considering those three things, but those are very different things. Those don't keep you up at night.
Well, of course, when you're focused on technology or people are, that's the key resource. Every MSP, the most valuable asset that we have are our people,
right?
Without a doubt. And so focused on the people, make sure your people are happy. We'll make sure that you can deliver on your promise to make your customers happy. And making sure that when there is smoke, when there is an issue, that people escalate it and communicate versus ignoring it. That having MSPs have open candor and taking care of their client is the best recommendation for success. And not to hold information as power, but to share information with their employees and their customers.
So your advice to these MSPs that are kind of smaller and coming up is what?
So number one, your customers are only going to be as happy as your least happy employees. Like that's not, you have to take care of your team.
Wow.
Like I said, share information with your team. Share the vision, share your financials, trust them in order to be trusted. That's number one. Number two, stay focused. Don't be all things to all people. Don't have your sales rep come back and tell you that, they've got budget for this. We don't do it, but let's go try. Don't be all things to all people. Focus on what you can do well. Stay focused on one industry so you can be the expert. You need a unique competitive advantage to scale, increase margins, and win deals. And then on the last side is lean in. You are a technical advisor for your customers, so make sure that you are on the bleeding edge, right? From security to AI. We know that the hackers are using AI much better than every company out there. And so everyone should be up at night around cybersecurity. These criminals are coming after people. And the worst part about it is our government can do more. We can go after them. But what happens if you do get hacked? You're going to get sued by state and local governments versus having them go after these hackers from Russia and China and North Korea. I mean, it's a shame, to be honest.
It really is. Where do you stand on peer groups?
Love peer groups. I'm a constant student of life, and I love to really join CEO networks, come learn from people smarter than me.
When I'm asked, I'm not smart enough for us to give advice, but I do say, here's the three things that turned my MSP around. And first is peer groups. Second is entrepreneurial operating system. Get one, adopt it.
Yeah.
And then third is don't be humble enough to hire a coach.
Right.
Those are my three pieces. Thoughts?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, ever since I started my business in 2000, after the dot-com crash, I joined YEO. It's now called EO.
Yes.
And then from Entrepreneur Organization, I moved on to YPO, Young Presidents Organization. And surrounding yourself with peers, like-minded peers, with a diverse group of people that are leaning in to be successful and continue to learn from each other, second to none.
Yeah.
And And when you have that open mindset, I figured out I know far less now than I did when I was 25 years old. I thought I knew everything when I was 25. And now decades later, I'm really glad to have strong peer groups that I can trust and learn from.
Yeah. I find as I get older, I have more questions than answers, Russ.
That's right.
It's just you can't just stop learning, So when I started my MSP back in the 90s, I was working way too hard, 15, 16-hour days. You're no stranger to this. And I wasn't going outside and doing my exercises as much as I should and eating poorly. I'm at the doctor. She tells me I'm at 340 pounds. So I had gained, I'm in my 20s. I knew I had gained weight, but I didn't think it was that bad. She says to me, it's a 47-inch waist, by the way. I'm 32 now. And she says to me, if you don't lose this weight, you're not going to see your daughter graduate. My daughter was just born. Scared the life out of me. I'm driving home, punching the steering. This is my pie hole. I can abuse myself all I want, but I've got a family now that's much bigger than me. So the next 6-7 months, lost about 120 pounds.
Congratulations.
And you can't look at it as a finishing line, right? These are lifelong changes. So when I tell this story, people always say, what's your secret, what you do? And there's no secret. I say discipline, right? Motivation, routine, focus. How does discipline play a role in your life?
I think one of the books that I read talked about triggers. So stay away from the trigger and know that if you're in an environment where people are going to have a drink, can you just have one?
Right.
Or do you need to stick with soda water and lime? Right. And then if you are, you come down from your office or you come home from the office and you're used to getting out some cheese and crackers and you have a glass of wine. So staying away, I think it's easier to stay away from the things that trigger you to then go eat something or drink something and then that's very helpful. That's my trick.
Avoid temptation, avoid triggers.
Yeah.
But
avoiding temptation, everyone says that, but avoid the situations that give you that temptation.
Interesting. But I can imagine with your outdoor activities, you have a certain routine that you follow.
Yes.
Right? In order to make that balance between the two. How do you cope with that?
Well, staying on routine, like you obviously have done a phenomenal job with, that helps you stay focused with other things as well. So if I know I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to go work out or ride my bike, I know that I barely drink anything anymore. Right? I don't sleep as well. So why even have a drink?
Do it? Yeah.
And so that knowing that I'm on schedule, that clock's going off at 5 a.m. no matter what. And so that kind of having that discipline with that alarm clock going off helps with other aspects of life. But I think that what's key is having that life balance. I don't believe there's no such thing as a work-life balance because you have one life.
Right.
You don't have a work. If you're upset at your family life, you're going to bring that to work. And if you have a crappy work life, you're going to bring that to home.
Right.
So this is all about life balance. There are some days where you need to invest more in yourself, invest more in your family, or invest more in work. There's just one life. Make it all work together. There's no such thing as separating your personalities or your time or your emotions.
Yeah, it's really the best way to look at it. I hear a lot of pushback from life-work balance recently, in the last year or so. But we've been using that term for so long, but you're right. You really have to just balance your life and decide what's important and prioritize.
And you can't be good at all things. You have to say no to be good.
What motivates you now, Russ?
And my family is definitely my core motivation. Making sure that the legacy I leave is having a family that respects and loves not only each other but people. And that's my main motivator. Legacy, but different type of legacy. My grandfather helped create the leadership program at West Point.
Whoa.
He led the invasion on Utah Beach in Normandy, helped plan D-Day. That he had his legacy.
Wow.
My legacy, I want to make sure that not only my family but my employees are all better people because I'm a part of their lives.
So given that motivation of legacy, both personal and in business, how do you measure success?
You measure success with the relationships that you have and the trust that you have with those people.
And that can be I mean, that's a scale. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, right? I mean, it's just not really bad, but sometimes it could be frustrating or I fall short way too often.
Well, it takes time.
Yeah.
You have to invest in it, right? So if all you're focused on work and you're working 17 hours a day and you're ignoring your family, it's not a balanced life. And so your friends aren't there as well. But you have to lean in and reach out to your friends unexpectedly and thank the people that have been your coach.
Yeah, don't forget them. Russ Reeder, I thank you so much for your time. Anybody want to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
Yeah, so you can go to our website at xtmxtium.com. From a company perspective, I'm on LinkedIn, Russell P. Reeder. So reach out anytime. Happy to touch base.
Reeder, 2 E's.
2 E's, R-E-E-D-R.
Russell, thank you so much.
Thank you for listening and or viewing Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations. Please share this episode with 1 or 2 of your friends who you think may benefit from the episode. Our website, www.joeypinz.com. There you'll find lots of resources and you could join our mailing list. Please follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Podcast information, the video version of our podcast is on YouTube. Please subscribe. Audio is on all major podcasting platforms. Please follow them. And if you like it, please consider giving 5-star rating. Would really appreciate that. Thank you again for listening or watching Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations.